All right, folks. I'm a little late to the show here. We're about to get kicked off. Briarcrest, the home team today, facing the Christian Brothers. We are at SBA at St. Benedict here and continuing our tournament. Saints beat Christian Brothers the other day pretty handily. Christian Brothers had to go and face, I believe it was MUS, and ended up getting the best of MUS. And so we're back here again today for a series of what we hope to be one game. So if your Saints can pull off a W here, they will pull the 1 seed out of this district. If they can pull a W in the next game, they will get the 1 seed. So we got 2 games to try to get a W here. So count is no balls, 2 strikes. And that's a ball up and out. It will be 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. To your leadoff hitter, number 13, Gabe Boyd. He gets a big-time strikeout up, out of the zone. Pretty good fastball there by Mr. Jack. So up in the 2-hole for Christian Brothers is Mr. Finch, number 8. Mr. Jack Gleason's on the hill for the Saints today, number 14. Just starts out with a off-speed strike 1 to the 2-hole hitter of Christian Brothers. Jack Newman is on first base for the Saints. Dylan James is at second base. Griffin Rose is at shortstop. Landon Rogers is at third base. I'll get to the outfield here in a minute. That's a great pitch and a great catch right at Landon Rogers, who gets the line drive put out to record the second out of the inning. So you got Matthew Dallas is in left field. You got Joshua Russell is in center field, and Josh Brown is in right field, and Tyler Bryan behind the plate. Had 2 quick outs in the top of the first inning. Jack Gleason on the hill for the Saints. Starts with a strike, gets ahead in the count here. Jack is one of their up-and-coming future stars, hopefully, and is getting his first varsity action on the hill today. It's a good pitch on the outside corner. If he can get that call right there, he needs to stay there. It's a good pitch. So way ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. We got 2 outs, top of the first inning, to Mr. Tollison, number 4. Batting in the 3-hole for Christian Brothers. A lot on the line for the Saints today. A win right here, and you can stay home and get the 1 seed. So Jack Newman, he called that ball foul. That ball looked right over the bag, but okay, well, I didn't see it that way, but our video replay here is about to hopefully somebody at home saw that. Pretty good job by Jack, and kind of a hard angle for me to see here, so I'm not going to speculate. Count is no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To Mr. Tollison, who waited back as long as you can wait back on off speed and hit a ball at first base, but they called it foul. Strikes out anyway. I bet Mr. Gleason would rather have that. So Christian Brothers goes down in order in the top of the first. Mr. Jack Gleason does a really good job. Gets 2 big strikeouts, and Saints will go into the bottom of the first inning, tie ball game. All right, folks, here we go. Josh Brown is coming to the plate. The leadoff position, number 1 for the Saints. Playing right field today. Trying to figure out who the pitcher is here. I got here late, so I don't have lineup. So Will Gossett, Mr. Gossett. Number 2 is Mr. Gossett, number 2 maybe. My eyesight's going bad, so see if Josh can do what Josh does and get on base here. Mr. Gossett. Josh is 0-1. That's a big breaking ball. Quite a bit of movement on it. So just got to figure out when he's throwing it, and that's half the battle. No balls, 2 strikes. The ball was 2.5 feet outside, so luckily we're not getting that call. We don't, if that's a strike, we're in trouble. We get an infield base hit right here. Easy to get there. That would have been a base hit anyway. Gabe Boyd made a valiant effort getting there and fielding it, but Josh was going to beat it out to first base anyway, and the ball gets by first baseman, so we get to second. On an off-speed protect swing, so good job by Mr. Brown putting the ball in play. So we got number 7, Mr. Jack Newman, steps to the plate, your first baseman. Behind him will be number 21, Josh Russell. And number 13, Trip Ray behind him, I think. Your leadoff hitter, Josh Brown's on second base. We got no outs. That will move him to third. So we got the job done there by Mr. Jack Newman. His only focus is to get that runner ahead, and he gets the job done with less than 2 outs. So we got 1 out. We got Mr. Josh Brown coming to the plate. Number 21, Josh Russell. Josh Brown is at third base. Center fielder Josh Russell, number 21. Let's see what we do here. Just a little low. Pretty good block by the catcher right there. That ball bounced, I think, on the grass. So maybe that was a waste pitch to see whether we were bunting, because you don't have a base runner at first, so picking the third's not really an option. That'll get it done. There we go. So put the ball in play. Third baseman cannot handle it. He does a good job keeping it on the infield, to be honest with you. He tries to get up and loses his footing. So Josh Russell is aboard. Probably would have been anyway. As soon as he had to lay out for the ball, that would have been just a tough play. So Josh Russell's aboard, scores Josh Brown, and Trip Ray, your cleanup hitter, number 13, is at the plate. So let's see if he can move that runner to second. Saints jump out to the early lead, 1-0. They're going to need every one of those runs. If they can manage to get a W right here, that would just do it for this little region tournament. We can be home, so that would be nice. Josh picks the right pitch to get aggressive on. Ball's in the dirt, and as soon as it hits the dirt, he's gone. So it's hard enough to contain him with a pitch that actually crosses the plate in the air, much less one in the dirt. He's quick. So Josh stands at second base in scoring position. Big fella Trip is ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Probably going to get a strike or 2 here to look at. So need a base hit. Need to put some scoring on this team early. Get ahead early and play some solid defense and throw strikes and see if we can get this. That ball is hit sky high on the infield. Second base is going to get under it. and will secure the catch to get the second out of the inning. We still got a man in scoring position, second base. Matthew Dallas, number 22, will come to the plate. Been hitting extremely well. Hit a grand slam the other day, so he's been hitting the ball very hard. He hit 2 towering shots to the warning track, center field, the very next game after the grand slam. So he's seeing the ball pretty well. And this ballpark here, right and left in the corners, is not that deep. So I'm sure Matthew is fully aware. But we just need a single right here. A single anywhere in the gap scores Josh, and we can get this score 2-0 here. That hit him, so we got 2 men on here. Number 10, Landon Rogers, steps to the plate. Your third baseman made a great put out in the top of the first inning. Caught a line drive shot right at him. So we got 2 men on. Runners at first and second. Josh Russell stands at second. Matthew Dallas is at first. Landon Rogers, your third baseman, number 10, is at the plate. Griffin Rose will be up behind him if Mr. Rogers can find his way on. Landon pulls the ball foul into the third base dugout. Count is, I think it's 1-1, but not sure. It says 2-2, but I missed a couple pitches if so, which is very likely. Well, I think that's 1-2 now. Has a strike at the very bottom of the zone. Fastball about knee high. Got 2 men on. We'll be going with a swing here. That's it, Josh. If he's focused on you, he can't be focused on 10. Keep him focused right there and make a mistake up here. It's a foul ball. Landon Rogers is fighting. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to your third baseman, Mr. Rogers. Single in the left center gap would be nice here. Look what I found. That was a base hit if not for your pitcher. That ball was hit right back up the middle. Second base was not pinching. And he hit it pretty solid, so lucky for Christian Brothers there. The pitcher's got good reflexes. That saved a score for sure. So after 1 full inning, Saints lead 1-0. All right, folks, here we go. The pitcher, number 2, Gossett, is also the cleanup hitter here, so batting in the 4-hole. We go into the top of the second inning. Saints lead 1-0 here against Christian Brothers at SBA. SBA is hosting the district tournament. And Saints are playing for a 1 seed and a home field advantage for the second round here, so this is huge for them. That's a fastball up and in, misses the zone, can't get the call. 1 ball, no strikes. Count gets to 2 balls, no strikes. Jack falls behind in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Got to find his way back to the strike zone here. Keep the runners off the base pads. That's a good pitch. Good pitch right on the inside part of the plate. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike. And I hear the parents chirping at him right here from Chris Brothers, and I hope they keep that up. That'll help us. I'm just picking at my friend Kevin Boyd down here. He's getting all over the umpire for that. And we go down. Jack comes back and gets a put out, helps himself out. Gets an out at first base, so Mr. Trenton Lyons, the catcher for the Brothers, comes to the plate with 1 out in the top of the second inning. See if Mr. Jack can, like he tried to surprise somebody there with a bunt down the third base line, and Trenton is pretty swift, so I can see it. Something to generate some offense. You got to watch it. That ball will be hit at center and will be caught by Josh Russell. So we'll take that kind of contact all day. Got 2 down in the top of the second inning. Jack working pretty efficiently here, just throwing strikes, which is about 90% of the battle. Number 17, Stallknocker, I believe is his last name, maybe. Saw the ST, I just couldn't remember the rest of it. That's a good pitch right at the knees, right over the heart of the plate. If he could throw that pitch for 7 innings, we'd be just fine. That's another great pitch right on the inside black part of the plate. Gets ahead, well ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. So Jack's doing pretty good. Needs to stay away from the heart of the plate here. Do something else. That's a good pitch. That is a good pitch right below the knees. Not much you can do with it but drive that ball on the ground, even if he does offer. I'm kind of surprised he didn't swing there. That's a pitcher's pitch if I've ever seen one. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes here. The ball's hit right at center. Got a little too much of the plate there with 2 strikes. I think he'd probably like to have that one back. That ball was right over the, kind of just a little off the center of the plate, about belt high. That ball should have been about knee high or either out on the black. But you got no base runners, you got 2 out. That's kind of easier said than done for a pitcher. Pitcher wants to get out of it, and the quickest way to get out of it is put it over the plate where you can get yourself a ground ball out. We just couldn't get to it. Griffin Rose was probably about 3 or 4 feet away from being able to make a play. So let's see if we can get Mr. John Webb, the first baseman, to get himself out here. Jack gets ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Got 2 outs. Mr. Jack Gleason on the hill for the Saints. It's a pretty day for baseball. Wind kind of blowing in. That's a great pitch. He's gone. So they tried to delay steal, I guess, and nobody's sleeping on this side of the fence yet, so that's good. Saints able to pick off an easy one. And he sticks his foot up with his cleat straight in the air trying to, I don't know what that was about, but was not a give yourself up slide. That was definitely a foot in the air, but we get him anyway. I'm sure Dylan didn't like that too much. But so long as he's okay, things like that always kind of come back in your favor when you need them, so we'll take it. And of course it could have been unintentional. But the little second baseman probably didn't feel that way. Neither did the coach. I saw a coach throw something at him over there, throw a word at him to the umpire. I assume that's what it was about. I really don't know what that was, a missed sign or delay steal or what, but yeah, it was a great throw by your catcher, I guess. I guess that's what we're going to call it. Yeah. So Mr. Griffin Rose, number 20, your shortstop for the Saints, comes to the plate in the bottom of the second inning with nobody on and no outs. See if Mr. Rose can make things happen, find himself on the base pads here. Pretty good hitter in his own right. Hits the ball solid, got a pretty good eye for the strike zone. See if he can find one here. Barely misses on that one. Count is no balls, 1 strike. Again, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Got to protect here. Just contact anywhere. Make them make a play. And that was a good pitch when you're ahead 0-2 on 2 balls in the dirt. Well, I don't know about that, but those balls in the dirt, Griffin did not like them whatsoever. See if your catcher, number 40, can get going here and find himself a fastball here to square up. He gets a fastball, but it's up and out, taken for ball 1. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. That's the same pitch. Going to have to get in the very front of the box to hit that pitch if you're going to offer at it. That pitch just falls out. Needs to get a hanger there. That's the same exact pitch, and needs to lay off that pitch. When that pitch starts at the knees or right above the knees, you just stay off of it. Count is 3-1, I believe. He's got to come back with a fastball right here. If this was anything but a fastball, I wouldn't offer at it. It's a good cut. Pretty good fastball on the outside part of the plate. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shorten up, put it in play, young man. It's going to be a fastball. That's base hit. There we go. I don't know if that was a fastball or not. Good thing is it was on the inside part of the plate and was able to poke it in the 6 hole and get himself a base hit. So we're going to get a courtesy runner here. Let me see. All right, Mr. Dylan James. Time to run for the catcher. Number 25 is at the plate. I'm in that first base. See if Dillon can get this runner to second base here with less than 2 outs. Oh, man. That pitch is all but unhittable. It's a great pitch by the pitcher, but, man. Pitch is slightly below the knees, out off the plate, barely close to the black, just hard to hit. It's got a really big breaking off speed, but I swear I would take it every time. I don't. It either gets in the dirt or well off the plate. It's not a pitch you want to offer at. It moves so much. And if you can get ahead in the count where he has to throw fastballs, then you don't have to worry about that pitch. So count is 2-1. Got a runner on first base. Count is 3-1. Runner stays put. Just kind of got a late look at it and decided to stay put, but that's okay, hopefully. Count is 3-1, so Dillon's got some to square up here. Got a couple pitches. He's got to come at you with a fastball here. And Dillon puts it exactly where you're supposed to put it. Good job by Dillon James, just squaring up with more time. Maybe you get the third, I'm not sure, but I'll take the first and second here with 1 out. And you got the leadoff batter, number 1, Josh Brown at the plate. Two men on. That's a nasty pitch. Almost want to move way up in the box, and if you're going to swing at those pitches, you just commit to swinging at those pitches. That ball will be infield fly. You got 2 outs here. Coming to the 2-hole hitter, Mr. Jack Newman, your first baseman, number 7. A single here with 2 outs. Mike could get the job done. Single in the gap to either side. With 2 outs, I assume the base runner will be moving pretty good and can round third and get on home. The pitch was out, but good frame job by Mr. Lyons. It's not one you want to offer at. And that draws that swing because that ball was out off the plate, and but it was about similar to the other one. So Jack's going to have to battle here. No balls, 2 strikes. We got 2 outs. We do have 2 men on. Same exact pitch as the first one. I thought the same exact thing. I mean, that's a hard take, especially when you had 2 of them. You just want, got convinced for strikes. See if Jack can find a better pitch here, and he did, but that will be playable by your right fielder. All right, so Saints put a couple on, unable to get one across the plate. They lead going into the top of the 3rd inning. It will be 1-0. All right, folks, we're going to the top of the third inning. Saints lead 1-0. Number 23, Mr. John Webb, your first baseman, will come to the plate for Christian Brothers. Jack Gleason still on the hill for the Saints. I coached this kid right here and can attest that he's pretty tough out. That's a good pitch. I guess maybe he saw it low a little, which John is kind of a big fella, but man, that was a good looking pitch. Huh. No, that was 2 good pitches in a row. Doesn't get either one of those calls. So he's got a battle back here. 3 balls, no strikes. The only good thing about that is he's not a stolen base threat. I can almost assure you they might even accidentally try to bunt him around. Wouldn't be surprised because he's a slow front end of the double play. So I don't know. See what happens here. Maybe we can get a hard ground ball right at your middle infield and get them both out. That would be nice. That's a good pitch. Good off-speed start. Or maybe I eat crow and John takes off for a second. But I hope not. Or maybe he does and we throw him out. I don't know. So we start ahead on this fella here. Count is no balls, 1 strike. And there it is. And he does offer. So he gets well ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. That does not surprise me at all. But I don't think he's going to offer at the third one. Get yourself 2 outs in a row here real quick. Either that or you're getting like a suicide situation where he's taking off regardless and committing on the... He gets a strikeout. All right, Jack hitting the spots here early. That ball was supposed to be right where he threw it. I'm going to go ahead and side with the umpire and it was a strike. But if you're getting that call, you go back there and you stay there the entire game. That looked to be a little off the plate, but Jack can't mess around with the middle of the plate there with a runner on. So I get it. That's exactly where you teach a kid to throw it. That pitch right there was a little out off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. We got 1 out. We got 1 man on, and John Webb, number 14, Mr. Barker, is at the plate. We are at the bottom of the order here, so I still don't see a bunt because you got 1 out already. They don't want 2. That's a great pitch. That's not going to get many swings either. That ball looks inside off the plate the entire way until the very last spot. That ball's in the 4 hole. It'll be a base hit. They're going to hold him at second. I think that was probably a good move. But that was a good piece of hitting right there. The 9-hole hitter. Anytime you get the 9-hole hitter on you, you've done something. You hate to see that because you got the top of the order back up with less than 2 outs. You got number 13, Gabe Boyd, your leadoff hitter, pretty good kid, really good hitter. Hits the ball hard. You need to come with some above the belt heat here, I would imagine. That's how he got out last time. It's foul ball. Pretty good piece of hitting, but luckily for us, that ball was on the outer half, and that probably would have come close to scoring 2 there, but just a long strike. Now come back with something crooked here, young man. We got 1 out. We need to keep that runner at second base right there with less than 2 outs. took a terrible hop. Don't know where. He got him. Oh, he was out. He was out all day. He was out all day. He hit the ball, but that was I had double play written all over it. We just can't get it. Can't get it secured. So that'll tie the ball game here and put 2 runners in scoring position. Runners at second and third. It's a good pitch. Would have been a good double play ball, and I don't know whether that ball hit something. I'm pretty sure it hit something before it got to the shortstop. Ball bounced straight up, which is just an awful break. That was a double play ball. Now you got to throw it across the diamond. You only got 1 out, so good block there. Keeps the ball in front of him. We need a routine out here to get the second out before that run crosses the plate. And this kid right here is a pretty good hitter. We need to fill that 4 hole, I can tell you. Get off the bag and get over there. That's where this ball is going. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Need to get this one. Need to keep this ball on the infield here and get it out the easy way and keep that runner at third. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jack Newman sitting on the grass right there on the edge. We got 2 strikes here, and that was a good pitch by Mr. Gleason. That's a good pitch as well. That pitch was up and in. Good fastball. Able to get a piece of it. Fouls it off. If you're going to put the ball in play, get the ball right back at the pitcher, and then you can hold the runner and get the out pretty easily. Only problem is we got the 2-hole hitter at the plate. He's probably thinking the exact opposite. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got 1 out. Saints need to keep this ball on the infield here. Keep that run from scoring. Wow. I'm surprised he swung at that. That was a foul ball. I mean, fastball way up in the zone, out of the zone. So he knows his only job is to get that run in, and he's trying to do it. Poking a ball to the right side here. Jack, I think, needs to pull another curveball right here. He did and stayed out of the zone. That's a pretty good pitch in its own right, blocked up pretty well. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pretty good battle going here. Let's see if Jack can win it. Or you know what? We got some strong arms in the outfield. I'm okay with a shallow fly ball and a chance to get the tag. We've gotten several that way this year. Drawing a full count here. Count is 3 balls, 2 strikes, which, you know, we need an easy out or a strikeout. And got to go after him here. He does. Got a good battle going. Worst thing that probably does for the Saints is just keep stretching out the pitches. Odds are against the pitcher the longer that at bat goes, and you end up making a mistake. But Jack's got this. Pretty good crowd here. We got ourselves a tie ball game now. That's a really good at bat and draws a walk, good block. But now the positive thing is the force out it is effect, and there's a force out on every bag. The bad thing about it is you got the 3-hole hitter at the plate, and 3-hole hitters typically hit the ball hard. So Jack's got his work cut out for him here. Handled him in the first inning. Let's see if Jack can handle him in the second. I think he had a line drive out to the third baseman. Get an out, but not before they get a run. Score is now 2-1, Christian Brothers. Got Mr. Gossett, the pitcher, number 2, also the cleanup hitter. Got a runner at second and third. Saints need an out here, any kind of way. That's another good pitch. I tell you what, Jack throws that curveball so well, he can throw it any pitch in the at bat, which is good. He needs to back up 2 in a row because I think he's thrown it several pitches on the first pitch. That's what he does there. That ball will be caught in center field. Pretty good pitch right there, and Saints get out of it, but not before they allow 2 runs. So we're going to the bottom of the third inning. The Saints are down now 2-1. All right, folks, Josh Russell comes to the plate. He had himself a base hit his last time up. Hit a ball down in the 5-hole. Third baseman had to lay out for it to keep it on the infield, but was unable to get up and make a play. Hits it at him again. This time he's got a little more time to get in it. And Brothers get the out. Number 13, Trip Ray, batting in the 4-hole, comes to the plate in the bottom of the third inning with 1 out. Saints are down 2-1 at this point. Need a big hit from this fella. He can hit it a mile. Just Mr. Gossett starts off with that pitch in the dirt a lot. So until he starts throwing some first pitch fastballs, I don't know that I'd offer any of those, and that's the same thing, same exact pitch. It looks good out of the hand, but it's not going to finish in the zone. Just wouldn't swing at it at all. Swing at that one, but puts it right at the third baseman. That was a better pitch to offer at. He's out around it. This kid cannot throw it by you on any stretch, so hit that ball to right center, take the curveball out of it, and just commit to the right side of the field, and maybe that fixes that curveball. But Saints got 2 outs. Bottom of the third, Matthew Dallas, number 22, comes to the plate. Swings and misses. Matthew's been around long enough. He can make an adjustment here and make him pay for that, but see if he can do it. Yep, that's going foul though. He hammers it, but pulls it foul. Probably going to get another crooked pitch in the dirt here, if I would suspect. I think that's what you have to expect or sit on, because there's no way you can throw a fastball by you. I think you just sit on the curveball here and good take right there. That's actually a really good pitch on his part. He can throw it right at the front of the plate in the dirt at will. Probably going to get an out fastball here. Pitch was up and out. Matthew has another good take. Goes 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. That's a pitch you got to offer at with 2 strikes, but just catches Matthew out. That curveball moves a lot. I mean, it's got a lot of break on it, and it's going to find its way back over the plate if it's up, like that one was. He's not going to throw you many fastballs. So Saints go into the top of the 4th inning. They are now down 2-1. All right, folks, number 11, Trenton Lyons, your catcher, comes to the plate in the top of the 4th. Gleason still on the hill. Everyone else the same for the Saints. So Saints need to get through a clean inning here. We're unfortunate. Last inning had a double play ball, just hit right at the shortstop and just could not corral it. It hit something and kicked into center, and then ended up with a 2-run inning. So unfortunate there, but that's baseball for you. So Saints going to have to battle back here, play some solid defense, throw strikes. So Jack ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike to Mr. Trenton Lyons, who hits a foul ball just out of the reach of our first baseman. There's a fastball in and out of the zone. Counts even at 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Need to get the all-important first out here. Got a good hitter at the plate in Mr. Lyons. It's another good pitch, but keep that pitch down around the knees and Keep it on the ground. Give yourself some opportunities here and make some outs. So that was a good pitch. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stay out of the middle of the plate here. If you do, elevate it. That wasn't a bad pitch. That ball was about the knees, but it was going to find its way back over the plate. And Trenton does a good job battling it off and knocking it foul. That was a good pitch. Either stay out there or get real tight on the inside or go elevated. Stay out of the heart of the plate. We don't want any base runners this inning. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Ties him up. That was another good pitch. It was in on the hands just enough. I think he might have expected another curveball. Gets a fastball and can't extend on it and fouls it back. That was a good pitch. Get even further in. Get in on the hands and trying to figure out whose box this is right now. Jack and Trenton. No, that's caught. That's caught. Oh, man. Thought we were going to get that. We will be going to third. Ball was hit well, and the thing about it was tailing away the entire time. Yeah, just tailed right out of the catch of our center fielder Josh there, and ends up with a triple. All right, so now we got our work cut out for us for sure. So we got a man at third with no outs here. Saints are down 2-1. Ball will get the RBI. We do get an out, but we fall behind another run. Score is 3-1. Thought for sure Josh was going to track that down, but that ball just kept going that way. The wind was going that way. The batter is a lefty, and you just nothing you can do there. And with him at third with no outs, that's almost a certain fact he's going to score. So at least we get an out of it. Mr. John Webb is up, number 23, the first baseman. Takes a ball up and out of the zone. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. We got 1 out. We need to keep this game within a couple of runs here. I think Saints can scratch some more runs across, but we don't want to get. That was a strike. Good pitch. That was a great pitch in on the hands a little bit, right on the inside part of the plate. Saints need to keep this a 2-run ball game as long as possible, get some momentum with the bats, and get back on top. It's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 2. Mr. Gleason's pitched pretty well. Got 1 real bad break in the 3rd inning on a ground ball with the shortstop. Takes a terrible hop. We end up giving up 2 runs, and so that was another good pitch there. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. John, a pretty good hitter, primarily hits the ball to the right side, but has changed his blocked the 3rd pitch strike, and catcher crowds it up, throws it to first, records the out. So good job by John taking off. Good job by Jack getting the strikeout, and we got 2 outs now. Nathan Ferris up to bat, number 3. Saints need to get this out right here. Hits are even 4 apiece, so We just need a break. That's a good pitch. I don't know where that was, but he does not get the call. That pitch looked right over the outside part of the plate. It's another good pitch. Does get this call. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think the pitch before that was a better pitch. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got 2 outs. I'm glad we offered that. I think that was going to be a ball. Keeps the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think Tyler, the catcher, went out to talk to the pitcher like we're supposed to help the batter out a little, but he's got it backwards. I know he got hit with a foul ball, but it's not the umpire or the pitcher, so hurry up and throw another one. Yes, he did. Oh, my goodness. That I don't understand why the umpire can't go ahead and make the call himself. He was going to bring him up anyway. Absolutely. He went, and from this vantage point, it doesn't matter. Hopefully it's going to end the same way. Let's go here, Jack. It's a fastball with foul down the third base line. Pretty good pitch, in on the hands. Can't get any extension, and we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Score is 3-1 Christian Brothers at this point. Good pitch. Great pitch right there. It gets a strikeout. So it ends the same way. But not before the Saints allow 1 run on a triple by your leadoff hitter, Trenton Lyons, in the top of the 4th. So Saints need to get a couple runs back here. They're down after 3.5. Score is 3-1. All right, folks, bottom of the 4th inning. Number 10, Landon Rogers, your third baseman, comes to the plate. Swings at a fastball in. Misses. Falls behind the count. No balls, 1 strike. Takes this pitch, bounces on the plate for a ball. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Saints need some base runners. That's a good take right there. That's that pitch that he's just begging you to swing at, and there's no possible way to put that ball in play. If you hit it, it's going to dribble right back to the pitcher anyway. You got to get that pitch. And he misses one there. You can tell by his reaction he wants that back. Probably going to get that hook right here. Count is 2. Oh, man. Yeah, that pitch is troublesome. Swing right over the top of it. I've still yet to see one that there's one curveball that I think we should have swung at. The rest of them have all finished out of the zone. We need to lay off that pitch. Just sit fastball and only swing at that. That was a decent one more up in the zone, but I still don't think it's a good idea to swing at it. He's going to throw it about 70% of the time, unfortunately. That's a fastball out off the plate, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The ball squared up, just hit right at center field. A little too much air under it. So we got your catcher coming to the plate with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning, nobody on. A base hit his last time up. Matter of fact, the next 2 gentlemen had a base hit. And Dylan James squared one right up the center. This is probably going to be a curveball in the dirt, but I can't guarantee it. It's a fastball up out of the zone. Good take. Get ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. I think that may be the key. Get ahead. Has a curveball in off the plate a little bit. Right on the black. Gets the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's another one. That's one you should have swung at right there. Now you're going to get some garbage. Get in the front of the box and just adjust. Shorten up. That's a fastball far enough up. Does not get a swing. He's going to get a hook here. It's going to finish in the dirt. Here we go. Brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So either he's got to put a hook in the strike zone here, or he's got to throw a fastball. So I think the hitter has the advantage on this pitch, but we'll see. Gets sawed off inside. I think he was trying to stay back on the off speed and just gets sawed off with a fastball, but all right, after 4 full innings, the Saints are down 3-1. All right, folks, we are going into the top of the 5th inning. Saints are down 3-1. Boston Barker comes to the plate, number 14. Jack Gleason needs a clean inning here. He's allowed a run last inning on a leadoff triple, which hurts.
All right, Boston.
Jack ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike, got no outs. At the very bottom of the lineup here. He hit a base hit in the 4-hole last time. Barely the 4-hole, pretty much the 3-hole. So I would be ready on the right side. Jack ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just fouled a couple fastballs here, needs to break off something crooked. Or elevate one just a little. The old frustrate the pitcher by adjusting the batting gloves. We do get the out by some good defensive, fundamentally sound baseball. Jack got over hurry. That was a very slow roll ball hit right at the first baseman. Jack wisely gives it up. Number 13, Gabe Boyd, I believe, is the one that hit the ball straight at shortstop that could have, should have, would have been a double play, but I see us adjusting for the pull, but this kid hits the ball a lot to the right side, unless you go in on him, which is what we're doing. Hopefully that's what happens if he makes contact here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That's a good pitch. That's what we need to start doing. That's a great pitch and gets a swing. I think I'd throw it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, maybe in the same exact location. Don't leave it out over the plate. This kid's a leadoff hitter. He's a freshman. He's batting probably about, I don't know, north of 300. So, dadgummit. That absolutely should have been an out. Defensive woes continue. And they strike at the worst possible times for the Saints. So, we've got our work cut out now. We've got the 2-hole hitter up, Mr. Finch, who walked his last time up with a very good deep at bat. And wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt here, but you got 1 out, so I don't know about that. Gabe may take off, try to steal a base here. Pretty quick. I think if Jack can do the job and get the ball to the plate quickly, maybe we can get a shot here at him if he does take off. How about this? Got it. All right, we cleaned it up right there. That was absolutely what should have happened to start with. So we get the double play ball. And Griffin Rose able to knock this one out here. So Saints avoid more troubles. They go into the bottom of the 5th inning. Scores 3-1, Christian Brothers. right, folks, number 9, Dylan James, who rifled a base hit right up the gut his first time up. Hit just square on the screw. So let's see if Dylan can go 2 for 2 today. That's not a strike, but gets the call. That ball's out off the plate. I can't say as I can complain too much. We got 1 or 2 of those. Here we go. Dylan is 2 for 2, hitting to the right side. Solid. That's good to see from your second baseman. When Dylan gets going, he can get the ball pretty well. Hits it pretty solid. Got a pretty good eye for the strike zone. I think he squared that one up pretty well. Josh Brown, number 1. Your leadoff hitter is up. I'd like to see another ball hit in that right same vicinity. With holding the runner on, you got a big hole on the right side of the infield. Middle infield has to squeeze in a little bit to keep the double play in effect. So if Josh can... That's a pretty good pick move. First time we've seen one in this game. I'm sure that's why it was so close. I'm kind of glad he threw it there, not 3 pitches later. That surprised me. That was a pretty good move. There he goes. We'll take that. That's just such a hard-breaking curveball. You put that ball in the dirt, and it's just hard to block. And he blocks it, but the ball kicks dead left. And we get a runner in scoring position here with no out. So let's see if we can find a gap here. Steal a base hit from the top of the order here. If you knew you could get it down the third baseline, bunt would go a long way here because the third baseman's either got to crash and give up the bag or the pitcher's got to go get it. And if you're on go, that's base hit. Here we go. Josh Brown getting it done. Infield did a pretty good job keeping that on the infield, but you got a runner in scoring position now with no outs. So good job by Josh Brown getting it done. He's hit with a lot of composure this year in the leadoff spot. He's done a pretty good job. None of these kids got very many opportunities last year. They had 13 seniors in front of them, and they're getting thrown into the fire this year and having to play a lot, and they didn't get a lot of opportunities last year. So these kids are doing a pretty good job, especially these seniors. Jack hits the ball at left field. There will be an error, E7. He's going to put him on third base. Good job by Jack. That same thing happened, kind of, you got a lefty at the plate. The wind's going that way. The ball just keeps moving, and to our favor that time. So now we got 2 on. Man, at second and third, we got our 3-hole hitter with some speed up at the plate, and it would be pretty amazing to see a base hit here. And cameraman knows what I'm talking about, but I think I'd like to see it. We'll explain it in a minute, but you got runners at second and third. You got no outs. You got Speedy Gonzalez at the plate. But you got to be on dead, set, go and be awake over here on the left side. So we'll see. Probably not going to happen. Number 21, Josh Russell, hit a bomb here the other day, so hit a towering shot to deep left field and got out of here with it. So I'd like to see that again. Got a runner at second and third. Josh Brown stands at third waiting to come back. Takes a ball in the dirt. If nothing else, I think that was a see what he's doing. He didn't give anything away there regardless. Hit hit a ball hard. You know, it's one of those things. Even if he just gets the ball to the outfield, he's going to get the job done. So really, to be honest with you, it's probably better to get one elevated and get the ball out of the infield and try to get it done that way. Swung right through that one, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball out off the plate, taken for 2-1. Yeah, that was a lot closer than a lot of the other pitches that were called strikes today, but we'll take it. I think. There you go. We'll take that too. 3 balls, 1 strike. You got the big fella, Trip Ray, who is due, coming up next. And hit this ball to right center, hit it to the fence, and take the breath out with this one right here. Hit that ball to right center. There's right field's playing super shallow. That's exactly what he does, and that ball is going to get the job done for sure. And we'll get two runners advance. One of them crosses the plate. Great job by Josh Russell there getting it done. I'd rather see that than a walk. Even though it gets the out, it moves the runner across the plate and moves the runner to third. So that's a great job there tying the ball game. So now the big fella has a chance to get the go-ahead run across the plate here. Needs to almost either get in the very front of the box and commit to the curveball, or just don't swing at that pitch, because this make him come after you with fastballs, or either catch that mistake out on the very front of the plate, the curveball get in the very front of the box. I don't know which one's the best, but don't let him beat you with the curveball, because that's probably what you're going to get. I think I would automatically commit to taking the first pitch if it's an off speed. That's easier said than done. It's easy back here in this little box. I get to watch these kids. Oh, I'd probably strike out on 3 straight pitches. So I could. Yeah, I hit a fastball decent when I was in high school, but I didn't hit a curveball very well. What am I talking about? I hated the curveball. We got a man on third. This is a tie ball game, 3-3. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. We got 1 out. Oh, that was it. Yeah, that pitch was straight meat. Just committed to taking it, and that's what he did, though. So there's some discipline. It's a fastball down. That's a good take as well. Make him make another mistake on the curveball or throw you another fastball. May not get another fastball. Ooh. Yeah, that's the problem. Like he can't throw anything by you. So if you get out in front, you know, everything's going foul, or you're out in front of it and you completely miss it. So discipline, shorten up, let the ball get to you, hit the ball to right center here. Good job, protect mode right there. Trip's due, man. Come on, hammer this ball. Hit this ball hard and get this run in here to get the go-ahead run. Call time here. Oh, that's base hit. Absolutely. Good job by Trip Ray. Getting the right pitch and just getting the hands to the ball and getting enough of it to get it over the second baseman. That was a big deal. I think he had no idea what was about to be thrown, so good job by him. Getting that run in here. Scores 4-3 now. You got another big fella, Matthew Dallas, number 22, steps to the plate. And he can hit it a quarter mile.
Number 22, Matthew Dallas.
let him get a fastball here. This pitch will be on the Eagle Field sign in right center. That's a good take right there. That ball's down. This pitcher does a good job keeping the ball down early in the count, and going to make you chase him. If you can lay off of it, good things can happen. Ooh. Good take, Matthew. He wants a better pitch than that, and ahead in the count allows you to take that. 2 balls, no strikes. Another good take. Matthew's gonna have no less than 3 good pitches here to look at, hopefully. It's a fastball right over the outside part of the plate, about knee high. That's a pretty good take. That ball was low enough that it's probably going to be a ground ball. Make him come at you again. There we go. Matthew Dallas draws a walk. Matthew chewed him up last week. Threw a 2-hitter and got him 7-1 last time he faced Christian Brothers. So Matthew getting it done on the hill and at the plate. I think we're about to have a new pitcher here, which could be good or bad. You just never know. You are going to get another pitcher. Saints have put up 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning here, so score is 4-3 at this point. I'd say that pitcher did a pretty good job, Mr. Gossett. Made him chase a bunch of pitches out of the zone. Just ran into some solid hits back to back to back and drove him out of the game. So good job for the Saints. Always feels good to get the starting pitcher out of the game.
Pitching for Christian Brothers. Number 7, Connor Stevens.
Unless he's really, you're hammering him, but Mr. Connor Stevens comes into the ball game for Christian Brothers. Maybe we'll get ourselves a fastball pitcher here, and you can adjust tactics and sit fastball, which I think most hitters would tell you that's what we would prefer. Having a kid that'll throw curveball first and last pitch of the at bat is always tough because you just have no idea what he's going to throw you. Well, that ball's a little high. Yep. So based on, now this kid might have the most wicked curveball I've ever seen, but based on what I've seen, you're going to get some fastballs here, and I think probably the reason he's in is to throw strikes and make you beat him with the bat and get the ball across the plate and change the velocity just a little. So you get Landon Rogers. Behind Landon will be your shortstop, number 20, Griffin Rose. You got 2 men on. You got another runner here for the big fella, Trip Ray. You got Aiden McCready in to run at second base. You got Matthew Dallas at first, who drew the big walk. Trip Ray had the big base hit, RBI, drive in the go-ahead run. Number 10, Landon Rogers, has an opportunity to get in the RBI action. That's a fastball up and out, taken for ball 1. Pretty good take. See if Landon can get it done here. Hit a ball in the right center gap here and score both these fellas, would you? That's an off-speed out off the plate. That kind of surprised me a little bit. I had no idea that pitch was going to come. And it looked better than any of the warm-ups, so good take. by Mr. Rogers. Now you got to throw him a fastball over the plate. That's exactly what he gets, and that is going to be a base hit in the hole. That is absolutely a good piece of hitting, just right in the only spot you can really pull the shortstop far enough. He can't plant his feet, make a good throw. So you got bases juiced here for number 20, Griffin Rose, who needs to hit a ball right in the right center gap and open this thing up here. Aiden McCready stands on third. We got one out, though. We got to be careful on a ball getting through the infield. Anything on the ground, we need to be rolling. Got one out. That looked up and almost out, but I think that was a good take. I don't think he offered that pitch, but middle infield is playing far enough back to keep the double play in effect. That ball also looked up, but you know what? We got a hitter here. We can make an adjustment, and Griffin can get it done. This ball's going to be out off the plate, most likely. And the kid at third needs to be aware this is a brick wall backstop, and that ball will come right back to him very quickly, especially a fastball. That's actually a much better off speed than I anticipated. That ball's got a lot of break on it. It's going to be hard to take. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good thing about it is maybe it's up and it's in the zone. He hangs it. You can hammer it. It's going to be a fastball right here, though. It's a ball in the dirt. Evens the count. Full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got to come after him right here. I can tell you that. So if I'm betting, I'm saying this is another fastball. And everybody, all the base runners need to be aware. Ground ball need to be rolling. Don't want to get tied up with 2 outs here. Just got to throw your strike. And Griffin is going to be sitting on it. See if Griffin can poke a fastball right back up the middle and get himself a base hit here. Oh, that'll get it done. That'll get it done. Tag. And get it in. That's a good piece of hitting right there. Griffin gets the job done. Gets another run. Number 40, Tyler Bryan, comes to the plate, your catcher. We got runners at first and second. Landon Rogers is at first. Matthew Dallas is at second. Score is now 5-3 Saints. See if Tyler can find himself a fastball here and hit one hard in the right center gap and score at least one. Let's go, number 40. Sit fastball here and get you one to hit. And that is not it. So count is 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Force out is in play at first, second, third, so need a ball out of the infield here. That's a fastball up and out, taken for ball 2. It's got to come at you now, son. Sit fastball and cut the plate in half. Make sure and take the right half. You got some pitches here. Count is 2 balls, no strikes. That's a foul ball. Gets out of play. Barely out of the reach of big, lanky John Webb. Probably get another fastball here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Come on, kid. Get the job done here. Base hit here, scores a run. It's a fastball out on the outside part of the plate. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's get it done here. just didn't wait back long enough and pops that ball up in foul territory. But the Saints able to get 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th, so we go into the top of the 6th inning. Hopefully the Saints only have to deal with 2 more innings. And they got a 2-run lead, and just throw strikes, play defense, make them beat you with base hits. Top of the 6th inning, Saints lead 5-3. All right, folks. Here we go. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Christian Brothers comes to the plate. They are down 5-3. Number 4, Mr. Tollison, comes to the plate. Jack Gleason still on the hill. Jack needs an efficient inning here. Throw strikes and make them hit it. That is not good unless you get a double play out of it. Kind of turned right into that, but of course you're not going to get the call. The ball's too far inside anyway. All right, let's go roll the double play here and see if our middle infield can make a play here. That run right there is pretty important. That's a fastball right on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch. Make him swing the bat. I would be surprised if you bunt here. Don't think so. Possible, but I doubt it. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to steal a base here. One ball, one strike, no outs. See if Mr. Gleason can force a double play ground ball here. Yup. Sure did. That's how it's done, boys. Hey, Mr. Jack had the wherewithal to tag that base first, throw the ball to second, yell tag. So, man, that was big. That was humongous. Mr. Lyons stepped to the plate. He had a triple his last time up, but he had no outs. So, let's see if... man, that was a humongous double play. I can't even begin to tell you if they win this game. That is why. Now you can just throw strikes at this fella because nobody on. You got 2 outs. Just make him beat you with the bat. You got a 2-run lead. Those strikes and let your defense work. That's a good pitch. Great pitch. Get ahead in the count. The ball was breaking back in on the lefty. Can't do anything but pull it foul. I think if I throw him curveballs, that's what I do. don't try to sneak one in on the outside. Go ahead and start it over the middle, break it in on the hands, and get a swing and a miss. He hit that pretty hard, but the ball was coming in on him. Had nowhere to go with it but foul. Elevate a fastball here, maybe. He did. Was a little far up and out. Or throw it right at him, make him hit it. Middle out here, fastball. That's exactly what he does. We got a center fielder, boys. You're not going to do it again. Josh tracks that one down. So, Saints get a humongous double play on a great pick ball by Jack Newman right at the bag. Tags the bag, throws a strike to second. We get the tag by Dylan James, who is very knowledgeable about what to do at second base. And Saints get out of a kind of a jam there. So going into the last inning, Saints lead 5-3 with a chance to put up some more offense here. They're going to have the top of the order coming back up soon. Dylan James is up. He's had 2 base hits. He's 2 for 2 already today. And then you're back to the top of the order here. So, hey, we'll take it. All right, folks, Mr. Dylan James already had 2 big base hits today. Comes to the plate looking for a third. Your second baseman was on the tail end of that double play in the bottom of or top of the 6th. Let's see if he can help himself out here with a base hit. It's pretty good off speed, but pretty good take by Dylan there. Dylan hit 2 pretty good fastballs, one right back up the middle and one right over the second baseman's head. Hit it. There we go. We'll take it. Do that. So Saints have leadoff man aboard here. They are back at the top of the order, number 1, Josh Brown, who's already had a base hit today.
Number 1, Josh Brown.
Man, if you can get Josh on here somehow. Stay out of the middle. Stay out of the middle. Josh unable to get that down. That was a fastball on the outside part of the plate, if not off the plate. Yeah. Third baseman was, 15 feet from him. Hit the bunt hard and knock it right by him. That's easier said than done. Let's see if Josh puts this ball down the right field line here and forces them to try to get the out at first. That's an off-speed out off the plate. Taken for ball. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. See if Mr. Brown can get it done. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Leadoff man is aboard. Josh chases a pitch up, fouls it straight back. He wanted the fastball and went after that one. That was a little up, but Josh fouls it. See what Josh can muster up here. Might get something crooked, but that means a ball in the dirt, which means DJ has a pretty good chance of maybe a ball getting kicked off to the right or left. That's a good take. Very good take by Josh. Well out off the plate, but for about 25 feet, that looks straight. But see if Josh can find himself a fastball here. I think he can. I don't think this kid's curveball is accurate enough to just throw it at will across the plate. So let's see if we can pick a fastball up. That's a fastball. Pretty good block by the catcher. Brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You're definitely getting a fastball here. If I am just guessing. Josh with another good AB here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mr. Dylan James stands at first base, waiting to go to second. Oh, Josh stays alive. That was, Dylan was about to go regardless. Josh stays alive. Everybody knows that pitch has got to be in the zone, so everybody expects a fastball close to the plate, and that's as good a time as any to get the runner going. You don't want him standing flat-footed with the ball gets hit right back up the middle. He's dead out. Although middle infield is not really pinched in for the double play here. Has a fastball out off the plate, and Josh unable to make contact, goes down on strikes. That's just a good pitch, but it was a ball. But when you're the hitter, there's a lot of pressure for you. You get a ball close to the zone, your job is to foul it off and get a better pitch. So that's what Josh was trying to get done. Jack Newman comes to the plate. That's a off-speed up out of the zone. Not a bad pitch, but to a lefty. Pitch stays out of the zone, stays up the whole way. That looked to be the exact same pitch. I mean, literally the same pitch. You'll get him a fastball right here. And count is 1-1. Jack's a pretty good hitter. I think Jack can square a fastball up here. Hits it right up the middle. That'll be the front end of it. And kind of get a call there. I don't know if he was out or not, but it was close, and typically the defense gets the nod on the plate. It's extremely close, so can't completely argue with it. The score is 5-3. Christian Brothers down to their last 3 outs, hopefully. Those strikes, play defense, be aggressive to the ground balls, and play no doubles defense. Get this game in the bag, boys. Put them in the books, Matthew, as Matthew's grandmother says. Put them in the books. Come on, Jack. Let's go, Mr. Gleason. Throw some strikes and make them beat you. Make them beat you with the bats. If Mr. Gleason can get this done, it'll be a big deal for the Saints. Be one of the bigger wins since I've been watching. I can tell you that. I know them seniors made it a long way last year, but this one feels pretty important to me. This could be the difference in having a good state tournament or a second round to having an awful second round. So Saints have played very good to this point. Jack Gleason's on the hill. They turned a phenomenal double play last inning. Just throw strikes, make the hitter beat you. Number 6 hits the ball to the right side most times. Last what I've seen. So see if Jack can find a way here. We need to keep the leadoff man off the base pads. Wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of bunt or something to try to get the man on. Jack can just throw a strike here and figure it out. Good pitch. That's a great pitch by a young fella who's pitched very well to this point. It's another good pitch. Charge it, get it. He does. Makes a good, solid charge on the baseball there. Earlier in the game, we didn't do that and couldn't get some plays there. But right there, I tell you what, when it mattered most, Griffin Rose charges that baseball, fires a strike, gets the leadoff out. John Webb, number 23, comes to the plate. This kid's a tough out, but we got one out, nobody on. We'll take it. That's another great pitch. Mr. Gleason is looking good at this point. Throw it again. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a great pitch, especially when you're trying to look like we're trying to pull the ball there and you just get out in front a little bit and there's nothing you can do on that pitch that breaks out of the zone. I think I'd throw it again. I don't think I'd even flirt with the middle part of the plate here. I'd throw that same pitch. Throw it on the outside part of the plate. Make him chase it. And John went down on strikes his last time up. Tried to reach on a 3rd strike. Couldn't do it. The ball will be hit at Dylan James. He gets the easy put out at second base. Christian Brothers is down to their last out, folks. So Jack Gleason just doing it to it. I say that name again, Jack Gleason, because next year this kid is going to be a junior. Going to be a very good asset to the program. He's a sophomore playing in some big games already. That's a good get-ahead strike. Get ahead, stay ahead here. Oh, man, that's a good pitch. Gets way ahead. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Throw a curveball here, snap it off. Or a fastball out off the plate. Here he goes. Folks, the Saints get the win. Beat Christian Brothers twice in the district tournament. This time they did it the old-fashioned way. It was tight the entire game. They had to come back. They had to get the lead. They get the lead in the bottom of the 5th, and they never look back. Jack Gleason pitches a complete game as a sophomore, completely dismantles them, and just looked in control the whole time on the hill. The one bad break would allow to score him some runs was a bad hop on the infield, so hats off to the freaking Saints who get it done and now have home field advantage in the second run. So your Saints beat Christian Brothers 5-3 for the second time this tournament.